Hello friends, welcome back my YouTube channel MS Maths. In this video I will discuss the topic which is related to the double integral and triple integral. Okay, and also some solved problems. So the topic to be covered, that will be double integral. Then there are different types of double integral. Let's say double integral with constant limits, then double integral with variable limits, double integral on, let's say, if any bounded region is there, then how to find out the double integral for that also we'll see. Change of order of integration, okay, double integration, then double integral using the polar coordinate system, and then triple integral, and after that triple integral using the spherical and cylindrical coordinate. So I will explain the topic and then I will start the like practice problem. In this video it has particularly like timeline is there. Using that timeline, if you want to watch any particular video, any particular topic, you can skip to that topic directly, you can jump to that topic. Okay, now let's start this video. So first of all, we have double integral. So double integral is all about it is when we have any function of two variable in xy plane, or let's say in zy plane, whatever. I'm just considering here xy plane. Okay, so that's why I will simply use the function that will be function of x comma y, and the double integral is nothing but the summation over the strips. Okay, summation of the strip. So this is something your single integral a to b f of x dx. So here it is your single integral, and it is nothing but accumulation of accumulation of points along x-axis, and it is nothing but the accumulation of all strips along the region. Okay, so let's say if you have this region in xy plane, so let's say if it is your region, then accumulation of this region. Okay, basically this is used for finding the volume and the area. First I will explain you what do you mean by double integral, and using double integral finding out the volume and area. While talking about volume, okay, so all of you know that volume means length into like breadth into height. Okay, so this is the formula of volume, and we know that if I will represent length with dx, width with dy, and if it is dz, then it will be volume. But one more thing is there, the representation of double integral is like this. Double integral, okay, it is dA, it means this is area, whether it is dx dy, or you can write dy dx. We will see when you will write dx dy and when you have to write down the dy dx. Okay, we'll see. But if I will multiply, let's say if it is f of x comma y, this is my z. Okay, this is the z, and keep in your mind, this is very important. This is the z, this is the dx. So this whole will be known as the volume. Okay, because this is area and this is in height, so area into height will be the volume. So double integral is calculating volume every time. If f of xy is equals to 1, let's say this is the integral, now it is nothing but the area bounded by the region R. Whatever the R it is given, that will give you the region R. Okay, so double integral is basically the limit of area sum in two dimensional, and it is for function of two variable. Meaning of double integral is the area under the surface, or you can say instead of area you can use the word that is your volume. Okay, now come to the question. We will focus on the problems. I will discuss different types of problems so that it will be easy to understand you. First of all, whenever you are starting studying mathematics, or especially these kind of topic, you find out the types of question, identify the types of question, then only it will be easy for you that to attempt the problem, to understand the problem. Okay, now let's start the types of double integral. So there are different types of double integral. First of all, how to represent the double integral. This is the representation of your double integral, where dA is nothing but dx dy, or you can write dy dx. Okay, and whenever you are writing, let's say dy dx, so first you are integrating with respect to y, then it will be the limit of y in terms of x. Keep in your mind, this is the limit of y in terms of x. This again you are integrating with respect to x, then this is the limit of x in terms of y or constant. If you are writing dx dy, okay, if you are writing dx dy, now you are first integrating with respect to x, then this will be the limit of x in terms of y. Okay, and this will be the limit of y in terms of x, or you can say constant. Now let's start the different types. Okay, instead for solving these types, first of all we have this problem. It means strip parallel to y-axis, strip parallel to x-axis, and this is your rectangular region. We will see one by one each and everything. First, come to the double integral with constant limit. So what is the double integral with the constant limit? This is the type 3 here, and it is one of the easiest. How the question will arise and how to solve this? This is something called Fibonacci series, in which Fibonacci theorem, in which your dx dy or dy dx both are same for this particular reason if your function is continuous for this reason. If your function is not continuous, it will not help you out for this. If your function is continuous, then it will help you out whether you can find out dx dy or dy dx, both will be equal. Now hit to the problem. This is your problem, how to solve this problem. So it is very basic problem. So we'll start the solution, how to solve. Because of that, it is given like this: -1 to 2 and 0 to 2. This is x plus y, and this is dx dy. Okay, so here this is the limit of x, because first I am integrating with respect to x. Internal limit, this limit will be x, and this is the limit of y. So first you integrate with respect to this, then you integrate with respect to this. This is the one of the concept. Now how to proceed with? So start the solution. So this -1 to 2 is it will remain same. Now I'm integrating with respect to x. So while integrating with respect to one variable, all other variable will be constant. So here my x, integration of x with respect to x will be x square by 2. Integration of y with respect to x, it will be y into x, because it is 1. You consider it as 1 because I am integrating with respect to x, and it will be 2. Limit of this will be 2. So this is the limit of x, this is the limit of y. Okay, now remaining is y. Now simply you put the upper limit and then lower limit. It is very easy. So -1 to 2, and now it is, you're putting the upper limit, it will be 2 square by 2 plus y into 2. Okay, minus, it will be 0 square by 2, and it will be y into 0. At the place of x you put this limit, and then this is your dy. Now you simplify this. This is -1 to 2, and 4 by, this is 4 by 2 will be 2. Okay, so it will be 4 by 2 will be here. If I will solve this, then yes, I will get, this is 2 plus it will be 2y. Okay, it will be 2y, and yes, so this will be 0, this will be 0, so it is dy. Now what is this? Single integral. Now this double integral converted to the single integral. See, this is your 4 by 2. You check the calculation okay, carefully. This is 4 by 2 plus 2y. Okay, correct. Now you integrate with respect to y. So now it will be 2 into y plus 2 into y square by 2. It will be from -1 to 2. This is the integration of this. This 2 and 2 get cancelled. So 2, this will be upper limit, that will be 2, plus it will be 2 square, minus of this will be 2 minus 1, okay, plus -1 square. So what will be the answer? Answer will be 4 plus 4 minus, it will be -2 plus 1. So it will be 8 minus -1, and it will be 8 plus 1 will be 9. So this is the answer of this question. You can solve this question using this very easily. Okay, this is the solution. Now come to the next question. Okay, what is this given? Now it is given, question is written like this. The solution will be 0 to 2. Okay, now it is -1 to 1. It is x plus y, and it is written dy dx. Now you see, here this is the limit of y and this is the limit of x. You keep in your mind, this is very important. Now I will first integrate with respect to y, then integrate with respect to x. This is very important. Okay, now how to solve this? So first I will take this as simple as 0 to 2, integration with respect to y. So it will be x into y plus y square by 2, and it will be -1 to 1. Okay, limit is from -1 to 1, limit of y, because this will be y, this will be x. Okay, and now remaining is x. Now you put the limit, this is 0 to 2. When you will put the limit of y, this will be x into 1 plus, okay, at the place of y you put 1, so it will be 1 square by 2. Okay, minus, here if you will put the minus limit, it will be x into -1. Okay, plus -1 square upon 2, it will be d of x. So when you will solve this, you will get 0 to 2, this is your x plus 1 by 2, this is your minus x plus 1 by 2. Okay, and this is your dx. Now you simplify this again, so you will get 0 to 2. From here it will be x plus 1 by 2 minus minus plus x, and it will be minus 1 by 2 dx. This and, okay, this and this will get cancelled. So from here this term and this term will get cancelled, so it will be 0 to 2 2x dx. Now while simplifying this integral, it will be 2x square by 2, 0 to 2, this 2 and 2 get cancelled, so it is 2 square minus 0 square will be 4. So this is the answer for this integral. So you can easily find out this integral using this. Okay, this is how we can integrating with respect to here first with respect to x, and here first with respect to y, and then with respect to x. This is the solution of this integral. Now come to the next question. This is how you can solve this question. So whenever you have, this is again, see, limits are constant. Okay, first of all, what do you mean by the limits are constant, and what do you mean by this strip here? This is very important to understand this concept. See what happened whenever you are solving this thing. Let's say this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. Okay, so what is given? X is equals to, here x is equals to 0, x is equals to 2. See, this is x is equals to 0, this is x equals to 2, and then y is equals to -1 and y is equals to 1. Okay, this is the given. Now see, what is x is equals to 0? This y-axis is x is equals to, this is your x is equals to 0. X is equals to 2 means this is your x is equals to 2. Y is equals to minus means this is your y is equals to -1, and this is your y, let's say here this is your y is equals to 1. So this is your bounded region. So basically you are finding the finding the volume over this region. See, volume means this is the curve, z is equals to x plus y, and this is the width, this is the length. You can easily find out the volume, this representing the volume over this curve. Okay, so here you can, if you will write, let's say this integral, if I will write like this, double integral, okay, if I will write like this, dx dy, it is dx dy, and because of that it is a polynomial function, this will always continuous. So from here x plus y, if I will write down here x plus y, and now it is dy dx, but I am writing dx dy, so I have to change the limit. This is the limit of x, this is the limit of y, then here I have to write down 0 to 2 minus 1 to 1. It means if you are changing the variables, it means changing the dx dy, then limit will also change. This is called order of change of integrals, that we will see in the next section. Okay, now come to this, how to solve this integral. So to solve this integral, it is very easy. So first of all, what to do, you simply integrate with respect to y. Okay, so first we will integrate with respect to y, then what will be the integration with respect to y? Okay, what will be the integration of a plus y? Okay, that we will see, that is very important here. So from here first I will take the integration with respect to y. So the solution, it will be from 0 to log of 2, it will be from 1 to log of 5, and it is here, can I write like e to the power 2x into e to the power y? Okay, whenever you have e to the power something, if it is breakable, then you can write down like this, because all of you know e to the power a into e to the power v will be e to the power a plus b. Okay, so I can use this identity here, and this is dy dx. Now see what happened, this is 0 to log 2, because I am integrating with respect to y first, then this is the limit of y, this is the limit of x. So first I will take limit of y, it means this is my constant, so I can take this as outside. Integration of e to the power y will be e to the power y, and limit from 1 to log 5 and then it will be your dx. Now it is 0 to log of 2, this is e to the power of 2x. Now you put the limit. Okay, so upper limit minus lower limit, so it will be e to the power of log 5 minus e to the power of 1, this will be dx. So it will be constant, I can take it as outside, so it will be 5 minus e. Okay, 5 minus e to the power 1, because log and e, this will get cancelled, then this will be 5. So it will be 0 to log of 2 of e to the power 2x dx. Now this is my integration. Now out I have to find out the value of this integration, that is 5 minus e. Now integration of e to the power ax. Okay, integration of e to the power ax is nothing but integration of e to the power ax is nothing but e to the power ax divided by a. So what it will be e to the power 2x upon 2, and it will be from 0 to log of 2. So now it is 5 minus e, upper limit, that will be e to the power, I can take 2 outside, let's say this is 2 outside, then e to the power log 2 upper limit minus e to the power 2 into 0. Okay, it will be I think 2 log 2, yes, and it will be here 5 minus e upon 2. Okay, 5 minus e upon 2, and this will be this log, it will be e to the power of log of 2 square. See, this 2 is here, I can take it as square, minus e to the power 0 will be 1. Now e and log both are free to cancel, so it will be 5 minus e divided by 2, it will be 4 minus 1. So your final answer will be 3 by 2, 5 minus e. This is your correct answer. You can solve this integral like this. Now come to the next question. See, this is again the same question. How to solve this question? It is very easy. This is pi to 2 pi, and this is 0 to pi, constant limit. Okay, now it is sin x plus cos y, this is dx dy. Now whenever it is given dx, first I am integrating with respect to x, then I am integrating with respect to y. So this is the limit of x, this is the limit of y. See, first I am integrating with respect to x, then integrating with respect to y. Then start the solution. So it pi to 2 pi will be as it is. Integrating with respect to x, integration of cos x will be integration of sin x. See, this is the integration of sin x. Here it is sin x, then I can take the integration of sin x, and the integration of sin x is minus of cos x. So it will be minus of cos x, plus here it is what, cos of y, it will be constant for my dx. So I will write cos y as it is, into integration of 1 will be x, limit is from 0 to pi, it will be dy. Now put the limit, so limit will be from pi to 2 pi. Okay, now you put upper limit, it will be minus of cos pi plus cos y as it is, x into, at the place of x it will be pi. Okay, and if I will put 0, so it will be here it will be minus of cos 0 plus this will be cos y into 0 into dy. Now I have to solve this integral. Okay, so just simplify this. This is pi to 2 pi. What is the value of cos pi? Cos 0 is 1, cos pi is equals to minus 1. So it will be minus of minus 1. Okay, plus it will be pi cos of y. And what it will be? This will be minus, and cos 0 will be minus, cos 0 will be 1, so it will be minus 1. Here this term will 0 due to this multiplication of 0, again it will be dy. Now it is pi to 2 pi, it is what, plus 1 plus pi cos y, and this is plus 1 again, and this is your y. So now it is from pi to 2 pi, and it is 2 plus pi cos pi and dy. Now what to do? Just integration with respect to y. So how to do integration with respect to y? It will be 2y plus pi, and integration of cos y is equals to sin y. It is from pi to 2 pi. Now you will put 2 pi, it will be 2, y will be 2 pi. Okay, plus pi, put the upper limit first. Okay, then it is sin 2 pi minus, from this it will be 2 into, put lower limit, lower limit is pi, plus pi into sine pi, and you know that sine 2 pi is 0, sine pi is 0, so it will be 4 pi minus 2 pi, so your answer will be 2 pi. This is the correct answer. Okay, so this is how you can solve this integral. Okay, now come to the next. Next we have this question which is 0 to this. Now sometime of what happened here, it is e to the power of x into y square. So you can't write like this. Okay, don't write like this. This is not in addition, this is in multiplication. So then what to do in these type of question? These type of question can be solved like this. Just see, this is the solution of this. This is 0 to 2, this is 0 to 1, x y e to the power of x y square dy dx. Sometimes you have to use the techniques of integrals. Okay, first of all, see, this is the limit of y and this is the limit of x. So this is the limit of y, this is the limit of x. Now see, can I take this as m? So if I will take x y square is equals to m, okay, then what will happen? First I am integrating with respect to y, then x is constant, it will be 2y dy dm, and what I have here, this is x into y, so I can write 2 into xy dy is equals to dm, and I can write xy dy is equals to dm over 2. It means at the place of this I can replace dm by 2. Okay, this is my technique to solve the limit, to solve the integral. Now one more thing, whenever you are writing this, your integral limit will also be changed. So at y is equals to 0, what is the value of m? If you will put y0 in this expression, you will get m0. If you will put y is equals to 1, what is the value of m? M will be x. So here m will be x. Now your integral is changed to 0 to 2. This will remain same. This limit will remain same, but this limit is changing from where to where? 0 to x, and this x y dy is changing to dm by 2 and e to the power of m, because I have considered at xy square as this. Then this is my integral with respect to m, and this is the dx. Now you can easily solve this integral. So it is 0 to 2. Okay, I can take 1 by 2 outside. E to the power m, integration of e to the power m with respect to m, it will be e to the power of m. Limit from 0 to x, and this is your dx. So 1 by 2. Now apply the limit, it will be e to the power x. This is the limit of m. Put the upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, so it will be 1 by 2, 0 to 2, e to the power of x minus 1 dx. Now it is your single integral. You can solve this integral using your single integral concept. So 1 by 2 e to the power of x. Integral of e to the power x is e to the power x. Integral of 1 is x, and limit is from 0 to 2. Apply the limit. So 1 by 2, while applying the limit, it will be e to the power of 2 minus 2. Okay, minus e to the power of 0 minus 0. So it will be 1 by 2 e to the power of 2 minus 2 minus 1. So your final answer will be 1 by 2 e square minus 3. This will be your correct answer. Okay, so these all are the constant limit question. Now come to this question. Now how to solve this question? In this question also, whenever any question like this, any complicate any complicate expression is there, you simply take that as your dummy variable. Okay, so here your integral is this 0 to 1, 0 to 1. Okay, y upon x square y square plus 1 dy is equals to dx. Now how to solve? First of all, see, this is integral with respect to y, this is integral with respect to x, this is the limit of y, this is the limit of x. Now what can I do? I can simply write from here x square y square plus 1 is equals to m. I can choose this. Then what will happen? I am integrating with respect to y, so I will differentiate with respect to y. So it will be x square as it is. This will be 2y dy. Okay, 2y dy is equals to dm. I have y dy here, so I will keep y dy this side, and all other I will send to the right side. Okay, so this is my dm over 2x square. Now what will happen? You replace, you can, because this is a constant, no need to replace this x also. Again, see, if I am taking dummy variable, then what will happen? My limits will also change at y is equals to 0. If we'll put y is equals to 0 here in this equation, then what will be the value of m? That will be 1. If y is equals to 1, then what is the value of m? That will be 1 plus x square. So my integral will, okay, integral will be changed from where to where? This will be, integral will change from, see, this will be my integral. This 0 to 1 will remain same. This 0 to 1 will remain same. This integral will be from 1 to 1 plus x square, and this will be, what is my y dy here? Y dy is equals to dm upon 2x square. So it will be dm upon 2x square. And what is this? This is 1 upon m, and this is my dx, because I am integrating now with respect to m. So this is the limit of m, this is the limit of x. So 0 to 1, x term is constant, then 1 upon 2x square I can take outside. Now this is the integration from 1 to 1 plus x square of 1 by m with respect to m, and this is your dx again. What is the integral of this? This is 0 to 1, 1 upon 2x square. Integral of 1 by m is equals to log of m. This is from 1 to 1 plus x square dx, and this is from 0 to 1, this is 1 upon 2x square. Put the upper limit, it is log of 1 plus x square minus log 1. Okay, this is dx. All of you know this value is 0. So what will be your integral? Your integral will be 0 to 1, 1 upon 2x square log of 1 plus x square into dx. Now in this case, how to solve this? 1 by 2, this is 0 to 1, 1 upon x square, this is log of 1 plus x square dx. Now you have to use the eyelet here. Okay, so here it will be, you take this as first, this as second, then you can use your eyelet first into second. So what is that? First integration of second, and the first like derivative of first, and then integral, and then whole integral. So using this you can solve it. This is for your homework, you can solve it. Okay, I will not waste my time to solve this simple integral. Okay, I can tell you the answer. The answer is pi by 4. Okay, this is the answer. You can match with that. So this is the concept. Okay, at least you should know the concept. Now come to this question. Okay, so this question can be solved using two methods, or two methods, like two basically method is same, but the like two ways. So just try to understand. This is 0 to 1, this is 0 to 2, this is x into y dy dx. Whenever you have constant limit and you have separable function, okay, you have separable function. So what you can do, you can write down like this: 0 to 1 x dx into 0 to 2 y. Okay, this is the limit of x, this is the limit of y, so you can write 0 to 2 y dy. If you will solve this, you will get the same answer. If you don't want to solve like this, then you proceed with this 0 to 1. First you integrate with respect to y, it will be x into y square by 2. Okay, it will be x. Now you put the limit from 0 to 2, it will be 0 to 1, so it will be x into x by 2, limit of this will be y square, okay, minus x by 2, and this will be 0, and this is your dx. So it is 0 to 1, this is your x by 2 into 4 minus 0 dx, and it is nothing but 0 to 1, and this is your 2x dx. Now you solve this, this will be your 2 into x square by 2, limit is from 0 to 1, so it will be 2 into 1 by 2, so answer will be 1 from here. But if you will solve this also, then it is same. So this is something called, if you have any integral like this, f of x and g of y dx dy, so you can write down this limit, because this is the limit. Let's say it is a to b, this is c to d, then this is the limit. It is for constant limits only. Okay, so this is of limit of x, this is the limit of y. So simply you can write down like this: a to b, okay, f of x dx into c to d g of y dy. If we'll solve these both integral and then multiply, you can solve. But the thing is that keep in your mind, if integral is given like this, x plus y dy dx, you can't write this x dy plus y dx. This is wrong thing. You can't write. If it is in multiplication, then you can write. If it is in addition, subtraction, you can't write like this. Keep in your mind. Okay, now come to the next point. Next question. This is the same question in which, see, this is देखने में like it is looking like hard. Okay, so जब भी आपके पास में ऐसा question होता है, you don't worry, just try to understand. There is the concept, just slight silly concept is there. So what is that silly concept? Concept is simple, that is the constant limit 0 to 1, 0 to 1. I can write it is 1 minus x square, it is 1 upon root of 1 minus y square. This is dy dx. Now these both are separable. This is my f of x, this is my g of y. What can I do? 0 to 1 square root of 1 minus x square dx. Okay, then into 0 to 1, this is g of y, that will be 1 upon square root of 1 minus y square d of y. And all of you know this is the integral of sine inverse x. So it is sine inverse x, limit is 0 to 1, into this is sine inverse of x, limit 0 to 1. When you will put the limit, it will be sine inverse 1, and it is minus sine inverse 0, and it is also here sine inverse 1 minus sine inverse 0. What is sine inverse 1? That is pi by 2. It means sine inverse, and it will be sine pi by 2. Okay, and it is 0 into sine inverse sine pi by 2. So this is something pi by 2 into pi by 2 will be pi square by 4. This is the answer of this. Okay, so you can solve the question in this way. This is all about the questions related to the constant limits. Okay. Now come to the double integral with variable limits. So in variable limit, you have to choose the strip, whether it is parallel to x-axis or parallel to y-axis. Whenever you have this variable limit, you just try to understand by figure. You draw the graph, draw the function, and then it will be very easy to understand for you guys. Now come to the question. Let's start this question. How to find out this question, or how to solve this question, and how to find out the constant limit for this question, that we will see. Let's say I have this question. This is 0 to 4, 0 to x, and this is your x square dy dx. There are again two type of question, like two different ways of question asking the question. First one is they will give you directly in your exam. Okay, let's say question is asking like this. This is solve this integral. You can solve without drawing the graph, you can solve, but my suggestion will be you draw the graph. It will be easy for you. If it is given dy dx, then also it is easy. Otherwise, one more type of question is there. Question can be asked in theory, in reason. They will give you something like some different curve, and simply limit will not be given in your question. When limit is not given, then you have to draw the graph, you have to find out the limit graph. I will discuss both the questions in this case. First, see how to solve this. Whenever you have this, you just proceed with the same idea. This, because of that, this is x here, and I know that I am integrating with respect to y. So this will be the limit of y. So this will be the limit of y. This will be the limit of x. As I told you, this is from 0 to. Now you draw the graph. So how to draw the graph? So graph will be y is equals to 0. See, you write down all the curves, all the values. Y is equals to 0, y is equals to x, x is equals to 0, x is equals to 4. Now all of you know that how to draw the graph. This is your x-axis, this is your this is your y-axis, and this is your x-axis. So this is x and y. So this is 0 comma 0 here, and this is y is equals to 0, means lines pass, like this is line passing from the origin. So this will be y is equals to x. This is your x is equals to 0. Okay, so what is this? X is equals to this is your y equals to 0, this is your x equals to 0. And one more thing, this is x equals to 4. So this is given from where to where? X equals to 4. So this is your x equals to 4. Now you see your y is varying from 0 to this line. So see, this is your strip. And one more thing, I will give you the trick. That trick is, whenever it is written dy by dx, it means strip parallel to y axis. If it is written dx dy, it means strip parallel to x axis. Now see, this is the strip, this is parallel to y axis. Now if it is parallel to y axis, see, this is from 0 to x. And what is the value of x? This is from 0 to 4. See, this is from 0 to 4. Now this is just the geometrical aspect of this. But how to solve this integral? That is the same procedure which you were using for your constant limit. First you integrate with respect to y, then your x square will be constant. So from here 0 to 4 it will be outside. Because of that I am integrating with respect to y. So that's why I will take y square outside, and integration of 1 will be y here, because there is no y term other, so I will consider it as 1, and it will be from 0 to x, and it is your dx. Now see, this is 0 to 4 x square, put the upper limit x minus 0, this is dx. So it is your 0 to 4, this is x cube dx. You can easily solve this x cube. See, this is now converted to complete x. Okay, so whichever variable limit you take that first. Okay, and of course that will be given first in your question. And now if I will integrate this will be x power 4 by 4 from 0 to 4, which is nothing but 4 power, here it will be simple like this. This will be 4 power 4 by 4, which is nothing but 4 cube, and it will be 4 into 4 into 4, 16 4s are 64. Okay, so this is how you can solve this question. It is very easy to understand this question. Okay, using the graph you will get more clarity about the question. Now come to this question. Now how to solve this question? What will be the answer for this question? That we will see. Okay, let's say I have this question, x plus y. How to solve? First of all, you write down the equation. This is 0 to 1, this is 0 to 2y, this is x plus y, this is dx dy. We don't care about this. For now, we don't care about this. First of all, draw the reason. Without drawing the reason, you can solve this type of question. But I will suggest you draw the reason. It will be more clear to you. And it will be when you will draw the graph, you will see how limits are changing here. Okay, now it is written dx dy. As I told you, whenever it is dx dy, then strip parallel to y-axis. Okay, you can solve like this. You can start the solution. So this will be the limit of x, this will be the limit of y. When you will solve, it will be 0 to 1. Okay, and when you will solve with respect to x, it will be x square by 2 plus y into x, it will be 0 to 2y, and this is your dy. Okay, because you integrated with respect to x. Now you put the limit of x, that is 0 to 1. Limit of x is equals to 2y square upon 2 plus y, okay, into 2y. When I will put 0, I will get 0. That's why I'm not writing here. So now it is 0 to 1. Okay, so it will be 0 to 1. When you will solve this, here it will be 4y square upon 2 plus it will be 2y square dy. Okay, then now it is 0 to 1. It is 2y square plus 2y square dy, and it is nothing but 0 to 1 4y square dy. And when you will solve this, 4 into y cube by 3, and 0 to 1 is the limit, that will be 4 by 3. This is your answer. So without drawing the graph you can solve this, but I will give you the graph. This is my x-axis. Okay, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. Now just see, you write down these values. X is equals to 0, x is equals to 2y. Okay, y is equals to 0, y is equals to 1. Where is the y is equals to 0? This is y is equals to, see, this is y is equals to 0. This is x is equals to 0. Again, origin. X is equals to 2y, line passing from origin. Y is equals to 1. This is y See, this is y equals to 1, this is x equals to 2y, or you can say y is equals to, or you can say y is equals to x by 2. Okay, now just see, limit is from 0 to 2y. This is your x0. Okay, this is your x0. Then strip will be parallel to x-axis. So this is your strip. Now see, this is how strip is changing. Strip is changing from x is equals to 0. And what is this? This is the line y is equals to x by 2. Then what is the value of x? That is 2y. And y is from 0 to this point. So this is y is equals to 0. This is y is equals to 1. This is how the region. So basically you are finding the volume of this curve within this region, okay, which is bounded to this region. Now come to the next topic. Next topic is double integral on bounded region. So basically this is also bounded region. Now again this is the bounded region. Here the double integral will be given. See, this is I have written here. If strip parallel to this, strip parallel to like this, then you take like this. Okay, strip parallel to x axis, then you write dx dy. Strip parallel to y axis, then you write dy dx. Okay. Now here, if there are two type of question. First question is rectangular region. Again I will give you the rectangular region question. Okay, now it means this is the another way of asking the question. So basically they will ask you the question, find out the double integral of, let's say, x plus y over dA. Region is given like, region is a square. Region is a square. Now how to find out? They will not, the like limits are not given here. How to find out the limits? Then we will see. So if it is rectangular region, then dx dy dy dx, you can take any of the limit like this. See, any of the limit you can take. Okay, if it is like this, you can take strip parallel to x axis, strip parallel to y axis, both are equal. But the thing is that if it is not non-rectangular region, irregular shape, then you have to use let's say if it is given circle, parabola, line, or bounded by the region using this, then you have to see whether you have to use dx dy or dy dx as per your convenience. I will give you the trick. I will solve so many problems so that it will be very easy for you guys to understand. Now come to the question. So this is the first question. Now see, this is integral is not given. This is totally full-fledged statement based question. How to solve this question? So find out the volume of the region. Find out the volume of the region region above by the elliptical paraboloid. So the paraboloid is given z is equals to 10 plus x square plus 3y square, and below by the rectangle. So what is the rectangle given? Rectangle is given 0 less than equal x less than 1, 0 less than y less than 2. So can I write using this, can I write x is equals to 0, x is equals to 1? Boundaries. Okay, from this y is equals to 0, y is equals to 2. So from here I can get the rectangle. How can I get? See, this is my y axis, this is x axis, this is y axis. Now see, you draw the graph. X is equals to 0, this is x equals to 0, y is equals to 0, this is my x equals to 1. See, this is x equals to 1, this is y equals to 2. So this is x equals to 1, this is y is equals to 2. Now what is the integral? First of all, the integral will be over the region R of this z, because I told you it is called volume. So volume means dA into written something here. So this is z. Okay, so it is your R. Now the question is, should I write dy dx or dx dy? Or okay, here I will write dx dy, and over the region R, if I will write dy dx, then what will happen? Which is correct? So basically both are correct. Now you have to apply the limit. That is the important task. If you have written z, this is your dx dy. Now if you are writing dx, it means strip parallel to x axis. Strip parallel to x axis, it means you have to take this strip. So what is this? This is x equals to 0, this line. What is this? This is x equals to 1. So first limit will be 0 to 1. What will be the second limit? This is your y equals to 0, this is your y equals to 2. So this will be y equals to 0 to 2. Or you can write down the same integral like this. What if now, if you want to write down dy dz, sorry, dy dx and integration of this z, then now you take the strip parallel to y-axis. So this will be the strip and it will be parallel to y-axis. Now see, first you take this y is equals to 0 and y is equals to 2. So the first limit will be y is equals to 0 and y is equals to 2. Second limit, this is your x, this is your x. So x is equals to 0 to x is equals to 1. So both are same. Now when you will solve this integral, you can solve any of the integral, you can solve. When you will solve this integral, this is just for your like information, because I solved so many problem like this. When you will solve, you will get 86 by 3, because you know that how to solve. I solved in the first section, I solved this type of question, but okay, I can solve this question for you guys. Okay, so let's start the problem. So my integral is, I will solve this. Okay, I will solve this problem. So this problem later you can solve, the answer will be same. So this is from 0 to 2, 0 to 1. So y is equals to 0 to 2, x is equals to 0 to 1, and z is equals to 10 plus, this is 10 plus x square plus y square, and I'm writing dx dy. Okay, so from here, how to solve this? 0 to 1, this is as it is. Integration with respect to x, that will be 10x plus x cube by 3 plus it will be y square into x, and it is your dy. Limit is from 0 to 1. So it is 0 to 2. This is up, like put the upper limit, that is 10 plus 1 by 3. Okay, plus y square, and it is your dy. When you will put 0, it will be 0, 0 and 0. That's why I'm not putting 0 here. Now it is 0 to 2, or you can take the integral with respect to y, that will be 10y plus y by 3 plus y cube by 3. It is from 0 to 2, and when you will solve this limit, you will get 86 by 3 as answer. This is the answer which you will get using this. When you will solve this integral, you will also get the same answer. Okay, this is the meaning of this reason. Now from this statement based question, how to find out the question, I explained you. Now come to the one more question which I will explain you. So let's say I have this question. Okay, so in this question, what happens here, it is given, find out. See, it is given like this: I is equals to over r x plus y dA is given. It means I am free to take whether dx dy or dy dx. I can take free. Okay, I can take dx dy, either dx dy or dy dx. Now it is totally depending on the curve. I have to see the curve. So what curves are given? So R is bounded region by x is equals to 0, y is equals to 2, x is equals to y, and y is equals to x plus 2. See, these are the simple curves are given. So here it is y-axis, this is x-axis. Okay, now how to find out the reason? X is equals to 0 means y, this is my x equals to 0, y equals to 2, this is y equals to 2. Okay, so it will be y equals to 2, x equals to y. See, this is x equals to y, so x equals to y, x plus y. How to find out this? So to find out this, put x is equals to 0, y is equals to 2. So it means it is 0 comma 2, and you know this is 0 comma 2, this is 0 comma 2. Okay, now you put y is equals to 0. When you will put y is equals to 0 here, so you will get x is equals to minus 2. So see, x is equals to minus 2, it means it is minus 2 comma 0. So this is something like this. So this is the reason. So from here it will be like this. So this is my reason, but the thing is that reason is this, because of that it is saying this is here, so only the positive reason. So this reason is there, because of that here it is given x is equals to 0 also. Then what will be the limit? Now just try to understand what is the limit of x or what is the limit of y. Now totally depending on this, whichever integral you want to find out, I can write down like this. See, it is x plus y. If I will write dx dy, or I can write down integral of x plus y dy dx. Now it is totally depending you which integral you want to solve. Let's say if I want to solve this dx dy, then it means strip parallel to x axis. So this will be the strip. So what is the lower limit of x? Because of that x is equals to 0 is given. So first I will write the limit of x. So limit of x will be from 0 to, this is my x equals to y, 0 to y. Okay, and here this is given 0 to this. Okay, now if I want to find out okay, now you tell me what is the value of limit of y. So 0 to 2, so limit of y will be 0 to 2. So this is the dx dy. Now you'll say, no sir, I want to find out the this integral. What will be the limit? Now you take the strip parallel to this. Okay, so here strip parallel to this region, so it means it is double integral. This is x plus y, or sorry, I can write down here also. So let's say, no, here what will be the limit? Y. So it will be the limit of y. So it is from where to where? It is from y is equals to x to y is equals to 2, and x is from 0 to, see, x is from, this is my, because this is 2, this will also 2. So this will be from 0 to 2. This is how you can solve the integral using this reason. See, the reason is you should see the reason carefully. X is equals to 0. This is your x is equals to 0. If x is 0, x is equals to 0 is not given, then you have to take this reason also. But here x is equals to 0 is given, then only this positive quadrant, first quadrant reason you will take. Limit, taking the limit, it is very, very important. Okay, now come to the next question. Okay, when you will solve this integral, okay, I'll solve this integral. So this is the integral, so from 0 to 2, okay, and it is from 0 to y. 0 to y, this is x plus y, and this is your dx dy. How to solve? It's very easy. This is the limit of x, this is the limit of y. So limit of y will be as it is. When I will integrate with respect to x, it will be x square by 2 plus y into x. Okay, then it is your dy. Now you put the limit from 0 to y. So it is 0 to 2. Put the limit, it will be y square by 2. It will be y square. When you will put 0, you will get 0. That's why I am not writing, it is dy. Now integrate with respect to, okay, I can take 1 by 2 outside. This is 0 to 2, and this will be, okay, y square, or y square plus 2y square, okay, dy, and it will be 1 by 2, okay, 0 to 2, and it will be 3y square dy. And now solve this integral. How to solve this? It will be 1 by 2 into 3, and y cube by 3, 0 to 2, 3 and 3 will get cancelled. So it will be 1 by 2, 2 cube minus 0 cube. So it will be 8 by 2, that will be 4. So this is your answer from this reason. Okay, so you see the reason carefully. X is equals to 0, y is equals to 2, y is equals to x. This is the line of y is equals to x, and this is the line of y is equals to x plus 2. When you will put, see, this is important, when you will put x is equals to 0, you will get y is equals to 2, and when you, this is the reason. Okay, this is the point. And when you will put x is y is equals to 0, you will get x is equals to minus 2. So this is the coordinate, this is the reason. But due to this x equals to 1, the only reason is this. Important question. Now come to the next question. Let's say you have this question. Now how to solve this question? It is again very, very important. Okay, so to solve this question, this is related to the ellipse. It is given ellipse. So ellipse is given over the region R. So this is, okay, one more thing here, A is greater than of B, then I will simply consider this is the region, this is my ellipse. Okay, so I will write down, draw like this. This is the ellipse, and it is x square upon A square plus y square upon B square is equals to 1. Here it is given that dx dy. So if it is given dx, then I will take the strip parallel to x-axis. So from here to here, okay, because I am just covering the whole ellipse. So this will be from here to here. What will be the limit? So limit will be limit of x. Limit of x will be from this region to this. So can you find out the x from here? When I will find the x, it will be x square upon A square is equals to 1 minus y square upon B square. X, that is what my x square. Yes. So it is x square is equals to a square into 1 minus y square b square, and if I will take square this side, then it will be x is equals to plus minus a into square root of 1 minus y square b square. Okay, so to solve this type of problem, okay, why it is plus minus? Because I'm going from negative to positive here, so it will be minus of a. So okay, so minus of a square root of 1 minus y square upon b square, it will be a square root of 1 minus y square upon b square, it will be x plus y whole square dx dy. Because I'm taking dx, I'm writing dx dy, I will like that's why I'm taking strip parallel to x axis. Okay, now one more thing, the thing is that the coordinates are basically, this is your a comma 0, this is your minus a comma 0, this is your 0 comma b, and this is my 0 comma minus b. So the y limit will be from minus b to b. Okay, so as per the odd and even function concept, here you can use twice of this from 0 to this and twice of this from 0 to this. So this can be written like this. So it is minus b to b, okay, minus of a 1 minus y square upon b square to a 1 minus y square upon b square. So it can be written like this, x square plus y square, because these both are even function here, and when I will open this, I will get one term like this, that will be 2xy. So it will be twice of minus b to b, and it is minus a 1 minus y square b square, it is a square root of y square by b square, it will be x into y dy dx, while dx dy. Okay, so dx dy, while integrating with respect to x, your x will be even, okay, your x will be odd function. So whenever it will be odd, then this whole integral will be 0, because there is one concept. What is that concept? So this integral minus a to a f of x dx is equals to 0 if f of minus x is equals to minus f of x, or it will be twice of 0 to a f of x dx if f of minus x is equals to f of x. It means this is my x function, I'm integrating with respect to x, so this is my x. If I will replace my x with minus x, then it is something minus of f of x is equals to minus of f of x, means it is my odd function, and whenever it is odd function, this integral will be 0. So now this whole integral will be 0. You can write down like this whole integral will be 0. Now you solve this integral, and because of that, this is your even function. X square is even function. When you will put minus x, it will be again x square. So you can write down this integral from like this, 0 to 2 into 2, because you have two limits here, one is limit for x, one is limit for y, and both are even functions. So you can write 2 into 2, 0 to b, and this will be 0 to a square root of 1 minus y square x square, and this is your x square plus y square dx dy. Now you can easily solve this, and you can apply your ordinary formula of integral. So the for like the answer which you will get, that I will simply write down here. Okay, this is just integration. Okay, now you can solve the integration. I have solved so many problems like this. So when you will solve this, you will get 1 by 4 a b pi into a square plus b square. This is the answer of this integral. But the concept, okay, I'm focusing on the concept. This is the concept how you can solve this integral. Okay, that I explain each and everything. Now calculation is your task to do. Now come to this double integral, and basically this is something change of order of double integral. Why we are using change of order of double integral? This is very important, and basically sometime what happened, it is difficult to solve integral with the particular order. Okay, so let's say if it is d by dx and like d by like the dy dx or dx dy, then it is bit difficult to solve with that particular order. Then if we have the variable limit, okay, so if we have the variable limit, and if you want to change in variable limit, see, in variable limit you want to change your dx dy to dy dx, then of course you have to change the limits here. Change of limit means it is you can swap it. That is not the meaning of change of order of integral. Okay, so you can't swap like this in your which you are doing in your rectangular region. So in rectangular region you can simply interchange the limits while changing this dx dy, but here you can't do this. Okay, so to do that, that is the concept that is known as the change of order of double integral, that we will see why we are using this. Okay, so now come to this question. So this is one of the question which I will solve here, and what is the need of this double integral, that I will also explain you. So let's say I have this e to the power of y square. I have this reason. So e to the power of y square, this is the integral. So I is equals to 0 to 1, and this is x to 1 e to the power y square dy dx. E to the power y square, it is saying that you find out the integral of e to the power y square. But the thing is that when you will solve this, you have to take like this: u square is equals to u, that will be 2y. Okay, 2y dy is equals to du, and it will be dy is equals to du upon 2y. Again you have to replace, it will be du upon root y. When you will replace all these things here, it will be repeating. It will always repeat here. So that means this e to the power of y square can't be evaluated like this. Then what to do? How to find out the integration of this? Then we will simply change the order. We will write down in dx dy. First we can't integrate with respect to x. Sorry, we can't integrate with respect to y. I want to integrate with respect to x. Then first of all you draw the graph. So how will you draw the graph? So you see this is your x, then it means it is a limit of y. Okay, and this is the limit of x. So limit of x will be x is equals to 0, x is equals to 1, y is equals to x, and y is equals to 1. Because of that, it is written dy. It is written as dy. Dy means that strip parallel to y-axis. Now you draw the reason. This is your y-axis, this is your x-axis. So x-axis, y-axis. Now see, x is equals to 0 means this is your x is equals to 0. Okay, x is equals to 1. Let's say this is my x is equals to 1, and this is y is equals to 1, and of course this is y is equals to x. See, this is y is equals to x. Which one will be the reason, this one or this one? Of course this one will be the reason, because x is equals to 0 is here. Okay, y is equals to x is here, and this is my y is equals to 1. Now you just try to understand. This is given as dy dx. Okay, then what to do? You can easily find out the limits like this. This is dy dx. So this is basically strip parallel to y axis. So here it will be strip parallel to y axis, and you can see this is from x, y is equals to, this is y is equals to x, to y is equals to 1. And what is the x? X is equals to 0 to x is equals to 1. This, using this you can simply find out the integral. But now I want to change the integral. It means that I will take strip parallel to this. Then this integral will convert it to the integral form dx dy. Okay, this e to the power y square will be as it is. Now how to do this? Dx dy. So dx dy will be strip parallel to x-axis. So when this strip parallel to x-axis, it means it will be the limit of x, it will be the limit of y. Now here x is changing from 0 to, find out the value of x here, that is y. So it is from 0 to y, and y is from here to here, that is 0 to 1. See, this is y from here to here. So now this is the integration. Now if I will solve this integral, then what will happen? So this is 0 to 1, integration with respect to x. First you integrate with respect to x. So when I will integrate with respect to x, I will get x, because there is no x term, 1 is there, and this is 0 to y, and this is your y. Now when you will solve this, this is 0 to 1, this is y e to the power y square dy. And now it is easy to solve. You take y square is equals to u, it will be 2y dy is equals to du, and this is going to be like this. This will be 2y dy is equals to du, and this is your integral, basically 0 to 1 y e to the power y square dy. Okay, so this y dy will be du by 2, and this will be your e to the power of u. Now at x is equals to 0, because I consider y square is equals to u, so at y is equals to 0, my u is also 0. At y is equals to 1, u is 1. So if after changing the limit, this will be the same. So it will be 1 by 2 integration of u is equals to e to the power u. Limit is from 0 to 1, so it will be 1 by 2 e to the power 1 minus e to the power 0. So it will be e minus 1 by 2. This is the answer. So after changing the order, you can find out the integration, which is very easy to solve. Now come to the next question. Let's say I have this question. Again, it is very difficult to solve 1 upon 1 plus y cube. Okay, here I have to use y cube plus y cube, then I can solve like this. But the thing is that instead of doing this, what can I do? Can I change the order of this? So just try to see what is the graph given here. So I is given 0 to 1. This is square root of x to 1, 1 upon 1 plus y square, and this is given dy dx. Okay, now I will change like this. This I will write dx dy. This will be same, nothing will change here. The limit will change. How the limit will change? See, this is my x, this is x axis, okay, and this is y axis. So y x. So what is your x here? X is equals to 0 to x is equals to 1. Y is equals to square root of x to y is equals to 1. Okay, what is the square root of? This is your square root of x. This is your x is equals to 0. Okay, this is x is equals to 1, and this is y is equals to 1. So what is your reason? This is your reason. Now again, here it is given dy. It means strip parallel to y axis. So this is strip parallel to y axis, but I want strip parallel to x axis. Then what I will do? I will take this strip. Now it means my x is varying from 0 to this graph. What is this graph? This graph is y is equals to root x. Then what is the value of x? X is equals to y square. So here the limit will be from where? From this line to this graph. X is equals to 0 to y square. Okay, and y is equals to, see, this is 0 to 1. Y is running from 0 to 1. Now you can easily solve this. How can you solve? See, first of all, this integral is, sorry, this is cube, okay? Yeah. Now, this is 0 to 1. Now you integrate with respect to x. When you will integrate with respect to x, it will be same. Here it will be x. Then limit of x will be 0 to y square. And here it will be dy. So now it will be 0 to 1. Okay, 1 upon 1 plus y cube. This is x, 0 to y square, and it is dy. So it will be 0 to 1, 1 upon 1 plus y cube. When you will put this here, it will be y square, like upper limit minus lower limit dy. Now what will happen? I can simply consider 1 plus y cube is equals to u. So in this integral, what is my integral? 0 to 1, 1 upon 1 plus y cube into y square. This is dy. This is the integral. Now I can consider 1 plus y cube is equals to u. Now it is your 3y square dy is equals to du. You can simply consider, see, this is, I have y square dy is equals to du over 3. Okay, you have to change the limit also. So at y is equals to 0, u is equals to 1. You put y is equals to 0 here, and at y is equals to 1, u is equals to 2. So the limit will be 1 to 2, 1 upon u into du by 3. Now you take outside, this is 1 by 3, and 1 by u will be log of u. So it will be log of u, and limit will be from 1 to 2. So it will be 1 by 3. Upper limit will be log 2. Lower limit will be log 1. So it will be log 1 is 0. So that's why it is log 2 by 3. This is your answer. So you can solve in this way. Okay, so this is all about the change of integral, how you can change the order of integration, and you can make the question more easy for yourself. Now come to the next topic. Next topic is related to the polar coordinate system. So basically you can solve the double integral using the polar coordinate system, especially whenever the region is circular or a sector shaped. Sector means like circle in the first quadrant or second quadrant, like that. It means if any equation containing x square plus y square, you can use this polar coordinate. Okay, then it will be very easy, and this polar coordinate will be helpful or useful for you. Okay, so what is polar coordinate? Polar coordinate is something, this is your x plane, okay, xy plane. So this xy plane is transformed to something. Here if I will find out the coordinate, that will be x and y. It means this distance is x, this distance is y. Okay, then you can say this is the coordinate. But in polar coordinate, this is my initial point, this is my initial line, and I will cover the, let's say I want to indicate this point, then I will indicate this point with distance from origin, that will be r, and angle from initial line, that will be theta. So this is a like way of representation of any point, way of locate any point in 2D, that is your r theta. Okay, so the transformation, now because of that you are converting your integral to Cartesian too, because we are very familiar with Cartesian. Then is there any relation between? Yes, there is a relation between Cartesian coordinate and polar coordinate, that is x is equals to r cos theta, y is equals to r sin theta. When you will take the horizontal component, it will be r cos theta if it is theta, and this will be r sin theta. These are the component. And one more thing, x square plus y square will be r square. This is the equation of circle, and these both are the parameter of this circle. When you will put in this will satisfy this equation. Okay, because of that I will be having this integral dx dy, or f is here. When I will convert this to polar coordinate, what will be my dx dy? What will be my dx dy? To convert this to the polar coordinate, so your dx dy will be equals to dr d theta, but there is one term, that is something called Jacobi, and Jacobi when you will solve, you will get r. So you just replaced in your polar coordinate, you replace r dr d theta. Now there are two types of question can be asked. First type of question will be given in xy, it means in Cartesian. Then if it is containing x square plus y square, then you convert using these coordinates and using this substitution into r and theta. Second question is already in r theta, then you can easily solve. Okay, so there are two types of question. We will see both the type of question. First you come to this question. This is one of the question which is related to x square plus y square dx dy. Now where r is equals to x square plus y square less than 4. You have to solve this question. How to solve this question? This is very easy question. Now in this case, when you will solve this question, you have to convert this into polar coordinate. When you will convert this into polar coordinate, so what will happen? This is x square plus y square dx dy. So here it is I is equals to, see this region is containing x square plus y square. You can solve using the Cartesian coordinate, but here I will use the polar coordinate system only. See, this is my r, okay, this is my circle here, this is the circle, and this is the circle of radius 2. What is this? Circle of radius 2. So from here, this is the equation. Actually this is disk. This is not circle, this is basically the disk which is covering the whole circle of this. Okay, because it is less than of this. So less than of 2 square, it is a disk. How to find out this x square plus y square dx dy? So basically this is the integral. Okay, so integral of this dx dy, as I told you, dx dy will be r dr d theta. So it will be r dr d theta. So what is my x square plus y square? Because all of you know x is equals to r cos theta, y is equals to r sin theta. When you will put here, you will get r square. So here I can write down r square. And what is this? X square plus y square less than of 4. What is the radius? Radius will be always from 0. See, you pass the arrow. The trick is that you pass the arrow from here. What is the initial? Always it will be 0. And from where it is going outward, so it is your 2. So the limit will be from 0 to 2, and theta is from, because it is covering the whole circle, it is covering the whole circle, then it will be from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so angle is changing from 0 to 2 pi. So this will be the limit from 0 to 2 pi. So what is this is 0 to 2 pi, this is r is equals to 0 to 2, this is r cube dr d theta. Now it is very easy, 0 to 2 pi, okay, integral of r, that will be r power 4 by 4, 0 to 2, okay, dr d theta, sorry, dr I have done, then it will be d theta. So now it will be 0 to 2 pi, you put the values, so it will be 2 is 2 power 4, okay, 2 power 4 upon 4 minus 0 by 0 d theta. So what it will be, so it is 2 into like 2 power 4 will be 4 4 16, so 16 by 4, and it will be 0 to 2 pi of d theta. So it will be 4 and it will be 2 pi theta, when I will put the limit, so it is your 8 pi. So this is the answer of this question. You can easily find out the answer of this question. This is how you can convert into polar coordinate system. This is again very important question. Now what is given here? Given is x is less than minus infinity. So what it is representing? It is representing this whole plane. Okay, so this is my plus infinity, this is minus infinity, okay, this is with respect to x, okay, and this is with respect to y, again plus infinity, this is minus infinity. How to find out this integral? So in Cartesian coordinate it will look like minus infinity to infinity, this is also minus infinity to infinity, e to the power of minus of x square plus y square dx dy. But I will convert this into polar coordinate. How can I convert this into polar coordinate? It is very easy. Now see, when it is infinity, it means what is the radius of my region? Radius is infinity, and this will be covered in the circle. This will be the circle of infinity radius. This will be basically x square plus y square less than equals to infinity square, something like this. Okay, so it will be circle centered at origin, which will cover the whole space. So what will be the angle? Angle will be from 0 to 2 pi, from here to here, covering the whole space. And r will be from 0 to what is the maximum value? That is infinity. So it will be r is equals to 0 to infinity. Now all of you know that what is x square plus y square? That is r square, because x is equals to r cos theta, y is equals to r sin theta, and what is your dx dy? That is r dr d theta. That is also the same for dy dx. Okay, now it is e to the power of x square plus y square, that is your r square, and it is your r dr d theta. Now how to solve this? You take r square as some t, you can solve. Let's take r square is equals to, let's say m, you can take, okay, so it is 2r dr is equals to dm, so it will be r dr I can replace, so it will be r dr is equals to dm by 2. Because of that I am changing this, then my limit will also change. So you can change at r is equals to 0, m is also 0, at r is equals to infinity, see this is r is equals to infinity, then m is also infinity. So basically it will be from 0 to 2 pi, and it will be from 0 to infinity also, e to the power of minus m, and this is your at the place of dr it will be dm by 2 into d theta. Now can you solve this integral? 0 to 2 pi, 0 to infinity, e to the power of minus r, okay, sorry, minus m, and this is your dm upon 2, and this is your d theta. Now you can easily solve. This is 0 to 2 pi, okay, and when you will solve this, this is minus of e to the power minus m. So it is something, when you will integrate it, minus of e to the power m divide by minus 1, okay, and I can write 1 by 2 outside, and this is your 0 to infinity limit. So and again it will be theta, so it is 1 by 2, I can take minus outside, this is 0 to 2 pi, put the upper limit e to the power minus infinity minus e to the power of minus 0 d theta. So what it will be? Minus 1 by 2, it is 0 to 2 pi. So in e to the power minus infinity is 1 upon e to the power infinity, minus e to the power 0 is 1, and this is your d theta. This is constant, I can take outside, minus 1 by 2. Now you see, 1 upon e to the power infinity, e to the power infinity is equals to infinity, and 1 upon e to the power infinity will be 1 upon infinity, and that will be 0. So it will be 0 integration from 0 to 2 pi, it will be 0 minus 1 and d theta. This minus and minus will get cancelled, so this will be 1 by 2 into this will be 2 pi. So your final answer will be pi for this question. This is how you can solve the you can solve this integral using the polar coordinate system. Okay, this is something, the application of polar coordinate system. Okay, you can't solve, okay, when you will solve this using the Cartesian coordinate, it will be a bit difficult for you guys. You can proceed with this method. Okay, now come to the next question. Again, this is one of the important. Here the reason is not given in the Cartesian form, reason is given in the polar form. Now the thing is that every time you don't know which polar curve is this, then you have the transformation. So what to do, it is given like this, r dx dy, just simple, this is something area. Okay, so r is equals to 3 sine theta. Now you don't know how to take the theta, how to take this, so my simple suggestion is you convert this into Cartesian coordinate. How to convert? So x is equals to r cos theta, y is equals to r sine theta. What is this? This is sine theta. So from here sine theta is equals to y by r. So r is equals to 3y by r. So it will be r square into 3y. If it is r square, then I can write this is x square plus y square 3y. This is the circle. See, it is x square plus y square minus 3y is equals to 0. This is x square plus y square. You make the perfect square. How? This is 3y. You add 3 by 2. Okay, you know how to add coefficient of y, take the half of coefficient of y and take its square, add and subtract. Okay, so this is how to make the perfect square. Now you see these term, what is this? This is x plus this is y minus 3 by 2 whole square. This is your 3 by 2 square. This is the equation of circle. See, x minus 0 square plus y minus 3 by 2 square is equals to 3 by 2 whole square. Now what is the radius of this circle? Radius is equals to 1.5. Okay, so this will be the circle at y axis. So basically this is what? Center at 0 comma 3 by 2. So this is 0 comma like 3 by 2. So this is 0 comma 3 by 2 and this is your circle. Okay, it is not perfect circle anyway, so you can consider it. See, this is your circle. Now how to find out the radius and angle? Radius will be always from, see, keep in your mind, radius will be always from 0. So basically this is 0 comma 3 by 2. So radius will be from here to here. So basically it will change by this curve. What is this curve? We know that this curve is r. This curve is basically 3 sine theta. So the limit of r will be from 0 to 3 sine theta. Now the task is, what is angle? See, this is starting, angle is starting, this is angle is starting from 0 to angle is going to pi. See, from here to here angle is going from 0 to pi. So theta will be from 0 to pi and dx dy will be r dr d theta. Now can't you solve this integral? This is very easy. This is 0 to pi. Okay, now integration of r will be r square by 2, 0 to 3 sine theta. Okay, 3 sine theta and this is your dr, sorry, not dr, this will be d theta. Now how to solve this? This is your 0 to pi. Put the limit. This will be 9 sine square theta. Okay, this will be 9 sine square theta upon 2 and this will be, when you will put 0 you will get 0. So this is your answer, sorry, this is your integral 0 to pi 9 by 2 sine square theta d theta. Now you take 9 by 2 outside and integral of 0 to pi of sine square theta d theta, it will be 9 by 2. What is the sine square theta? And when you will solve this, and you can use this cos 2 theta formula here. Okay, 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So what it will be? This is sine square theta is equals to 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. And when you solve this, you will get pi by 2 within this limit. So your answer will be 9 pi by 4. Okay, so this is your answer. while solving this curve. If you don't know what is this curve, how to take the limit, you convert in the Cartesian coordinate, you draw the graph, and then you can easily understand. Okay, this is how you can find out the solution using the polar coordinate. Now, this is again one of the simple question. Find out the area of the circle. So, circle is given x square plus y square is equals to 3 square. So, here r is equals to 3. And you know this is a circle at centered at origin. Radius is, this radius is 3. So, what will be the r? R will be from 0 to 3. So, here first of all, what is the area? So, whenever the terms is there, area, it means double integral dx dy. Okay, here it will be 1. Now you convert in the polar coordinate, so it will be r dr d theta. R is equals to 0 to 3. Theta, because of that it is complete circle, so theta will be from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, from here to here, 0 to 2 pi. So it will be 0 to 2 pi. When you will solve, it will be r square by 2, 0 to 3, this is d theta, 0 to 2 pi. It is your 1 by 2, you take 1 by 2 outside. This is your 3 square theta. So it will be 9 by 2, 0 to, okay, 9 by 2, 0 to 2 pi d theta. When you will solve this, it will be 9 by 2 into 2 pi, and this is your 9 pi. This is the area of this circle, pi r square. You can easily verify your answer with that. Okay, now come to the next question. Okay, find out the area of upper part of this circle. So what do you mean by the upper part of this circle? So let's say this is your circle centered at origin. Wait, let me draw the perfect circle. Okay, anyway, this is not perfect, but yeah, so it is x square plus y square is equals to 9. Upper part of this, it means this region only. Now see, r is same, 0 to 3. R is from, because radius is 3, it is it will like not change for this question. What will be the change? Now we are not going from 0 to 2 pi, angle is from 0 to pi. Okay, and this is your r dr d theta, and you can solve this, and the answer will be 9 pi by 2. Okay, then when you will solve this, you will get this answer. Okay, so this is all about finding the solution for the using the polar coordinate system. So this is also one of the iterated form. Okay, triple integral is representing basically the volume. Okay, volume in the 4D, or like if when you will have function of 3 variable, then you can solve it. Okay, this is the meaning of this triple integral. Basically it is the sum of all volume elements. Okay, there it will be dv. Okay, so delta v, I can write down dv after putting this limit, and this dv is nothing but dx dy dz, which is your volume. Okay, how it will be represented? It will be represented over a volume, and it will be given like this. So first limit of, if you are writing dz, then first limit of x, sorry, first limit of z. If it is dy, then second limit of y, and then third limit of z. First you solve this integral, then solve this integral, and then solve this integral. This is again a reverse process kind of thing. Let's take one example, then only you will easily understand. Let's say I have this question, how to solve. It is very easy. See, 0 to 1, 0 to 1, 0 to 1. It is x plus y plus z. This is dz dy dx. First I will integrate with respect to z. So this is the limit of z, this is the limit of y, this is the limit of x. Okay, so first I will integrate with respect to z. So when I will integrate with respect to z, it is x into z, it is y into z, and it is z square by 2, and limit is from 0 to 1. This will be dy dx, and it is 0 to 1, 0 to 1. When I will put 1 here at the place of z, it will be x plus y plus 1 by 2. When I will put 0, this will be 0. So it is dy dx. Now you take y, integration with respect to y. So it will be 0 to 1. When with respect to y, it will be x into y, plus it will be y square by 2, plus it will be y by 2, because integration of 1 will be y. 0 to 1 is the limit, and then it is dx. Now you solve this integral, put the limit 0 to 1. Y is equals to 1 will be x into 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. When you will put 0, you will get 0. Okay, this is dx. Now it is nothing but 1 by 2 x plus 1 dx. How to solve this? Just integrate with respect to x. It will be x square by 2 plus x, and limit will be from 0 to 1. So it will be from 1, so it will be 1 by 2 plus 1 when you will put 0. So basically it is nothing but 3 by 2. This is the answer of this integral. Okay, so you can solve this integral, just reverse process. Okay, now this is constant limit. What will happen, let's say if this is if you have any variable limit like this. Okay, so what is this? Basically this is representing this region. So this is your z axis, this is y axis, this is x axis, then this is representing this region actually. Okay, so x plus y plus z is equals to 2. So what happened from here? Z is equals to, basically z is from 0 to 2 minus x minus y. This is in z plane, so that's why this is the limit from this. Okay, if I will take in xy plane, okay, this is my x axis, this is z axis, this is y axis. If z is equals to 0, it means it is xy plane. See, now it is in xy plane. See, this is x axis, this is y axis. So whatever this line, so this is the same line when you will take in the xy plane. So that's why it will be from where to where? Here to, see, y is equals to 0. Take the strip parallel to y axis because it is dy. So it will be strip parallel to this, and it will be 2 minus x. And the last limit is from 0 to 1. X is from 0 to 1. No need to draw, just this is just for your information. Just how to solve, you can easily understand. Just try to solve this question like this. I is equals to 0 to 1 as it is, 0 to 2 minus x as it is, dz it is 1, nothing is given, so you just write z, limit is from 0 to 2 minus x minus y dy dx. Now you put the limit, this is 0 to 1, this is 0 to 2 minus x. Put the limit, you will get 2 minus x minus y, 0 will be 0, and this is dy dx. Now you integrate, this is double integral. Now you integrate with respect to y, this is 0 to 1. When you will integrate with respect to y, it will be 2y minus x into y minus y square by 2 from 0 to 2 minus x, this is dx. Now you put the limit, that will be 0 to 1, so it will be 2, put the limit, that will be 2 minus x, okay, limit of y, so it is also 2 minus x minus this is y square, it means you have to put 2 minus x square by 2, and when you will put 0, it will be 0 dx. So I will simply take this and I will copy this so that I can solve. Okay, so wait, yes, so this is my integral. Now how to solve this integral? Just simplify. This is 0 to 1, this is 4 minus, when you will multiply, this will be 2x, this will be 2x plus x square. Okay, this is 1 by 2. Okay, then it is 4 minus 2 into 2, that will be 4x plus x square. Okay, this is after so like opening this whole square, and this is, if I will take 1 by 2 outside, this will multiply with all, so it will be 8 minus 4x minus 4x minus 2x square minus 4, multiply this minus plus 4x minus of x square. Okay, you don't mind the calculation, maybe the calculation mistake be there, I don't think so. This is the, okay, I think there is no calculation mistake, but if calculation mistake is there, you please take care of that. Now see, this is 4x and 4x will get cancelled. This is 8 minus 4, it will be 4, and it is your 2 minus x square, this will be minus 3x square, this is your minus of 4x, and now it is dx. Integration is from 0 to 1, so 0 to 1, so it is I is equals to 1 by 2, this is 4x minus 3x cube by 3 minus 4x square by 2, 0 to 1. This will be cancelled, this will be 2, this will get cancelled, so it will be 1 by 2, 4 into 1 minus 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square. When you will put 0, it will be 0. So it is 1 by 2, 4 minus 1 minus 2. So it is 1 by 2, 4 minus 3. So it will be 1 by 2. This is the answer of this question. Okay, so when you will solve this, you will get this 1 by 2. But I think there is a calculation mistake. You please check it. Let me check it. So if it is x plus y, then yeah, 2y, then it is 2x square by 2. It is 2y 2 into, okay, anyway, you check the calculation. I am not bothering the calculation here. So according to this, according to me, this is my answer. You can check the answer. This is the just simple concept that I wanted to convey you. Okay, now come to the next. This is very important. Triple integral using the spherical and cylindrical coordinate. How to solve this? So there are again two type of problem. First one, it will be given in xy plane and you have to convert in spherical or cylindrical coordinate as we were converting in the polar coordinate. Another one, it will be given in the already xy plane and you have to convert in, or you have to simply solve. So both the type of question we will solve, but before going to that, I will give you the transformations. So spherical coordinate system means it is related to sphere. So it is basically x square plus y square plus z square is equals to r square. If this equation is given, okay, this is equation of sphere. See, this is equation of sphere. Then your x will be r sine phi cos theta. Theta will be angle with z axis, phi will be angle in xy plane. See, angle with here I have taken phi as angle phi from positive. Sorry, this is written wrong here. Theta is nothing but this sine phi cos theta cos phi. Yes, okay. Now according to these, it is correct. So here my phi angle is from like positive z axis. It will be always 0 to pi, positive z axis. Okay, and theta is the angle in xy plane. So x is equals to r sine phi cos theta, y is equals to r sine phi sine theta, and z is equals to r cos phi. Some books are using this angle as theta, this angle as phi. Don't get confused with this. This is the transformation I am going to use here in this video. Another one is cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, before going to this, you have to replace also dv, means dx, dy, dz. Then what will be that? That will be r square sine phi, okay, dr d phi d theta. This will be instead of dx, dy, dz. Now in cylindrical coordinate system, this will be the cylinder. Actually, this will be the cylinder. Z square is equals to x square plus y square. This is the circular base and this is the cylinder basically. Okay, so here in this case, you have to use x is equals to r cos theta, y is equals to r sin theta, z as it is, same, no worries. Okay, then it will be sine. How to solve this question? Theta is here, angle in xy plane, r is the distance from the horizon. So these are the transformation. And here z is same, then dx, dy, dz will be r, dr, d theta, dz, same as the polar coordinate system. This is the just transformation. I will explain you the question, then only you will understand. Try to understand. See, this is the solution. Okay, this is how I is equals to, question is 0 to 2 pi, okay, 0 to 1, and this is r to 2 minus r square. How to identify it is it is cylindrical coordinate system or spherical coordinate system? If it is written z, r, d and theta, what is this? Z, r and theta. Now you see, this is z, r and theta, so that's why it is a cylindrical coordinate system. It is cylindrical coordinate system. Now see, this is r, dz, dr, d theta. You don't change the order. Because of that, this is r, then it is the limit of z. So it will be the limit of z, it will be the limit of r, and it will be the limit of theta. Now you start the solution. It is very easy, reverse process. How to solve this? 0 to 2 pi as it is, 0 to 1 as it is, integration with respect to z, not with respect to r. So I can keep r as constant, Okay, integration with respect to z will be z only because it is 1 here, and it is r2 2 minus r square, and this is dr d theta, and it is your 0 to 2 pi, this is 0 to 1 r as it is. Now you put the value, that is square root of 2 minus r square minus r dr d theta. Okay, now how to solve this integral, because we have now from here I can write down like this is my integral 0 to 2 pi. When I will multiply this r here, it will be r 2 minus r square, okay, minus r square dr d theta. Okay, I can break this into two different things. See, this is 0 to 2 pi, okay, 0 to r 1 is also there, so 0 to 1, this is r 2 minus r square dr minus 0 to 2 pi. I can break, okay, this integral 1 and this integral again I can break in two, so it will be 0 to 1 r square dr d theta. This is also d theta. Is it clear? Now from here I is equals to 0 to 2 theta. So okay, one more thing, from here this I can consider as I1. Okay, this is my I1 and this is my I2. So I can first I will solve I1. So now from here, what is I1? I1 is equals to 0 to 2 pi r is, this is theta, this is 0 to 1, okay, and this is your r into square root of 2 minus r square dr d theta. Now what to do, you take 2 minus r square is equals to m, so it will be minus 2r dr, okay, dm, and it will be r dr is equals to dm upon minus 2, because see, this is r and this is dr. I can write down this. So at r is equals to 0, your m is equals to 2, you change the limit, okay, and at r is equals to 1, m is equals to 2 minus 1 will be 1. So your integral will be changed to, this is 0 to 2 pi, this is I1, okay, and this will change to 2 to 1, and because of that it will be square root of m, okay, and this will be your dr, or instead of this I will write dm over minus 2, and this is d theta. So it is from 0 to 2 pi. Now integration of m power 1 by 2, and integration will be m power 1 by 2 plus 1 upon 1 by 2 plus 1. So it is nothing but integration of m power 3 by 2, okay, integration power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2, limit is from 2 to 1, and I can take minus 1 by 2 outside, this is your theta. When I will solve this, I will get from here, this is I1, so I1 will be 1 by 3, see, so from here if I will solve, it will be 1 by 3, I think, yes, so 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, okay, wait, this is 1 to 2, and taking, see, this is 2 minus of this, yeah, minus will be there, okay, correct. So from here it is, if I will take a minus, so it will be minus 1 by 2, okay. Now you take 0 to 2 pi, put the value, okay, before going to this, can I write, it is 2 by 3, yes, it is 2 by 3, and now it is 0 to 2 pi. When I will put 1 here, it will be 1, when I will put 2 here, it will be 2 power 3 by 2, okay, and it will be d theta. Now when you will solve, 2 and 2 will get cancelled, minus 1 by 3, 1 minus, see, this is 2 cube, what is this, what is the value of 2 power 3 by 2, so this is 2 cube, which will be 8, and square root of 8 will be 2 root 2, so I can write this is 2 root 2, and when you will integrate 0 to 2 pi d theta, so your I1 will be minus 1 by 3, or instead of writing minus, I can write it as 2 root 2 minus 1, I just multiplied here, divide by 3 into 2 pi, So this is the answer for I1. Now I will solve I2. So what is your I2 from this? I2 is equals to 0 to 2 pi 0 to 1 r square dr d theta. So it is 0 to 2 pi 0 to 1 r square dr d theta. So it is I2 0 to 2 pi, this is r square, so it will be r cube by 3 0 to 1 d theta. Then it is 0 to 2 pi 1 by 3 I can take outside. Okay, so it will be 1 by 3. Of course, when I will put 1, then it will be 1 by 3 and it is theta. So it is nothing but 1 by 3 into 2 pi. This is your I2. So your I is nothing but I1 minus I2. So I1 is equals to 2 pi by 3. So it is 2 pi by 3 into 2 root 2 minus 1 minus 2 pi into 1 by 3. So basically this is your answer, or more precisely you can solve this. 2 by 3 I can take, it is 2 root 2 minus 1 which will be 2. Okay, and more precisely I can write down this as 4 pi by 3 and this is your root 2 minus 1. So this is basically your answer. So in this way you can solve this question. This is all about your already given in the cylindrical form. Okay, then you have to solve in using this coordinate. Now what if it is given like this? Now you see it is given r, phi, dr and theta. See, this is dr, d phi, d theta. This is something called spherical coordinate system. How to solve this spherical coordinate system? Again same, because it is I, so it is 0 to pi, it is 0 to pi, it is 0 to 2 sine phi, and it is given r square sine phi dr d phi and d theta. Now see, this is the limit of r, this is the limit of phi, and this is the limit of theta. First you integrate with respect to r. So when you will integrate with respect to r, these both limits will be constant like as it is. Okay, sine phi will be constant. So when you will integrate with respect to r, it will be r cube by 3 and it will be 0 to, what is the limit of r? That will be 0 to 2 sine phi, and this is your d phi d theta. So I is equals to 0 to pi, it is 0 to pi. When you will put here, it 1 by 3 I can take outside. Okay, so this is your sine phi, this will be 8 into sine cube phi. Okay, this will be 8 into sine cube phi, and this is your d phi d theta. So what you can write down? I is equals to 8 by 3 0 to pi, this is 0 to pi sine power 4 phi d phi d theta. Now how to solve sine power 4 phi? Okay, just see, from here 0 to pi, this will be sine power 4 phi d phi using the sine, okay, 3 theta formula. There will be cos like there will be sine power 4 phi using this formula, or also use the gamma function. Okay, when you will use this formula, this is very easy. Okay, see, just substitution, this is just integration, so you will get the answer 3 pi by 8. Okay, so it will be I is equals to 8 by 3. When you will apply, this will be 3 pi by 8. So 0 to pi 3 pi by 8 into d theta, and it will be when you will solve this, see, this 3 and 3 get cancelled, 8 and 8 get cancelled, so pi into pi, this is pi, and when you will apply this limit also into pi, so the answer will be pi square. You can solve this spherical coordinate. See, these both questions are already given in the spherical coordinate system and cylindrical coordinate system. Now what if it is given like this, and it is, see, it is x square, y square, z square. It is the equation of circle. You have to find out the equation of circle, and you have to find out the triple integral. Now you have to convert this into cylindrical or spherical. You have to identify. Because of that, it is x square plus y square plus z square is equals to 6. This is the equation of sphere. Okay, this is the equation of sphere. Okay, this is the equation of sphere. Then you have to use these spherical coordinate systems. So sphere, this is the equation of sphere. You have to use the spherical coordinate system. What is the spherical coordinate system? X is equals to r sine phi cos theta, y is equals to r sine phi sine theta, z is equals to r cos phi. Okay, so phi is the angle with z axis, theta is the angle in xy plane. Okay, so from here all of we know x square plus y square plus z square is equals to 6. So from here r square is equals to 6. This is the thing. Now we will convert this, so it will be triple integral. It is given in the first octant. First octant means, see here theta is given. So from this question, theta is pi by 2 to pi by 2, and due to this first octant, phi will also be from pi by 2 to pi by 2. So this is 0 to pi by 2, this is 0 to pi by 2, angle both 0 to pi by 2. R will be from 0 to, because it is square, then it will be root of 6. So r will be from 0 to this, and we know that in this case dx dy d theta will be r square sine phi d phi, r square sine phi dr d phi d theta. So instead of writing dx dy dz, you have to write down r square sine phi dr d phi d theta, and this is x square y square plus z square. It will be 1 upon square root of r square. Okay, so it will be, ultimately it will be r. So this r and this r will get cancelled. So this will be 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, 0 to root 6 r into sine phi dr d phi d theta. This is, I have converted this integral to the spherical coordinate system. Now the question which I have solved like this, you can solve this question also. Okay, so in such a way you can solve this question. This is the conversion from Cartesian to spherical coordinate system. Now let's see if any question is given like this. It is again x square plus y square plus z square, but you see this is z is given, this is not z square. So can I write like this? Z limit is from 0 to 1, and this is again x square plus y square less than 1. So one circle and z is given, then it is called cylindrical region. So this is the limit. Now here the limit will be what? In cylinder, x is equals to r cos theta, y is equals to r sin theta, z is equals to z. And what is dx dy dz? So in cylindrical coordinate system, it is r dr d theta dz. So you replace this with r dr d theta dz. Okay, so because of x square plus y square is equals to r, so from this equation, root of this is less than equals to x square plus y square less than 1. X square plus y square is r square, then 0 r square less than 1. If I will take square root both the side, then what is the limit of r? Limit of r will, because I am first integrating with respect to r, limit of r will be 0 to 1. Now what is the limit of theta? Because of that, it is the circle, whole circle. So limit of theta will be 0 to 2 pi. So from here limit of theta will be 0 to 2 pi. And what will be the limit of z? It is given, it will be 0 to 1. So this is the limit of z, this is the limit of theta, and this is the limit of r. In such a way you can convert your Cartesian coordinate system to cylindrical coordinate system. Now the question in which I have solved like this, I solve this cylindrical coordinate system, you can solve in such a manner that cylindrical coordinate system. This is all about the double integral, triple integral, and all the possible types of questions. Thanks for watching my video. Keep watching MS Maths, and please like the video, share the video if you have watched this video till the end. Thanks for watching this video, and hope so you have understood the concept of the double integral, triple integral, whatever the question I have solved. If you have any doubt, you let me know in the comment, and you can comment for any of the query. So thanks for watching my video. Keep watching MS Maths. Bye bye. We'll see you in the next video. Share the video, like the video, subscribe the channel.